My distinct pleasure to introduce the writer-director of the movie, Brett Haley. And the man with the Alex Cameron.
Oh, thanks. That was for me, right?
It was actually for me.
Oh, okay.
Actually, not for any of us.
It's for me. Sam knocked me down at pepperoni. This is my favorite film of the year, so congratulations to both of you. It's also my favorite performance of the year.
Thank you, David.
And for an actor who is sort of these days known for these supporting performances that come in and steal his movies, including Brett's Last, what was it like to find out that there's a movie written for you and then to get at this stage in your career a starring role in a movie like this that is absolutely brilliant?
Pretty overwhelming initially. You know, it came after we did Dreams together. I'll see you in my dreams. And Brett and I spent a lot of time on the road selling that film like we're doing right now, and got to know each other very well and got to have, I think, a real affinity and a love for each other. And Brett went away and got together with his writing partner, Mark Bash, and came up with this gift for me. I've had people write parts for me over the years, but never a screenplay with me at the center of it. You know, it was pretty mind-boggling, actually. Still is.
I can imagine.
Maybe more right now than it was then.
Well, the results speak for themselves. And Brett, for you to decide to do this, obviously you had enjoyed working with him before, and then when you had it, what made this the idea? What made you piece that together with Sam?
Mark and I wanted to write a movie about an actor. We wanted to see Sam play an actor. He's never played an actor. And I think more than anything, we wanted to give him a variety of emotions and things to play that we haven't necessarily seen a lot of Sam. I think recently through Dreams and Grandma and The Contender and Justified, we started to see that Sam can do just about anything. And I think I really wanted to show the sensitive and vulnerable side of Sam that I got to know. And obviously there are some obvious parallels to Sam, his voice, the voiceover thing, the Western thing, but everything else is totally fictional. Lee Hayden is not Sam. And, you know, we created I wanted to investigate what it was like when someone was at once famous or known for one thing and what that kind of aftermath is like. Because the film is about legacy. It's about the only legacy that really matters, which is that of being a good person and a human being and a father and a husband. And Lee goes on this journey of thinking that the legacy that matters is the one of an actor or an icon. And I think he learns that really doesn't matter in the end. So we just wanted to, that was the theme that I was really interested in telling and using Sam basically. I just wanted to give you guys 90 minutes of Sam, that's it.
and stuff more. I know you guys have questions and don't care what I have to say, so let's open it up to you guys. What would you guys like to ask Sam and Brett?
I think it's incredible that so many of you are sitting in this room.
Yeah, thanks for coming out on opening night. This is really great for us. Thank you.
We got one right over there.
Hi, guys. Excellent. That was amazing. Very beautiful. I was just wondering, Brett, hey. And Sam, how is the relationship with actor and director when you guys are on set or off set, and kind of what's your style and what's your approach to tackling all these really beautiful scenes?
Well, Sam and I think a lot of the time, every time I've worked with actors, I'm close with them and I consider them friends. But on every movie set, when you wrap, it's sort of like, okay, see you later, and that's kind of the end of that. With Sam, we text a lot. And we talked on the phone, and we've stayed in touch over the years, and we're really close. We're like family, is what I would say. I mean, I love this man, like family. And I think my goal when I'm on set with any actor, no matter how close I am to them, I think Sam and I have a second hand, which goes a long way because of our relationship. I can say 2 words to him and he will pat me and go, got it. And it's great because things keep moving. And we shot this movie in 18 days. So we had no time to mess about. And Sam, worked his ass off. He's in every frame. He didn't get a break. So to me, it's about creating an environment in which the actors can do their best work. It's about knowing what I want and being very clear about it, but also letting Sam have the freedom to do what he wants. You want to add to that?
Yeah, my job as a director, as an actor, has always been just to be there in service of the director. I've always likened it to being on a sailboat, a big boat with a big crew and one guy that stands helm, and that's the director. And hopefully he knows where this journey is going. And Brett certainly does. He comes in with a vision and knows what he wants, as he said. And my job as an actor is to give the director what he wants. If he doesn't know what he wants, then I come in with a plan of my own and I'll go that way. But I think with Brett, by the time we got there on set, that we were pretty much headed in the same direction. So it wasn't that difficult. This was really, there's a lot of work there, and it was intense at times, but there was a real simplicity to it on some level. Maybe because it was an actor that I was playing, and as Brett said, I'd never done that before. And that it was loosely based on me, didn't hurt in terms of doing it. There's Sam again, just doing the same old shit. Just playing himself. It was a lot of fun, though.
It was fun.
It definitely shows.
So it's a film that's very much about you, and that's beautiful and compelling, but it's also an ensemble piece, too. There's amazing people working with you to play off of you, and it just feels like it's a kind of dance where everybody is just in step in this beautiful way. Were you part of that process of selecting the people that you were going to work with in the film?
I probably ought to let Brett address that. I know that he got everybody he wanted to do this film, and there weren't any other choices considered. Everybody that this thing went out to respond to it like I did. We talked about it as it was going along, but everybody that looked at this script wanted to come on board. In terms of the working with the other actors, I'm only as good as the other actors. There's that speech at the awards banquet where he says, "I'm nothing without you," to the fan base, and it's the same in the movie making process. Nothing with it. This movie wouldn't have been the same without Laura. It wouldn't have been the same without Nick or Kristen or Catherine either, for that matter. It is kind of a dance of sorts.
And I wrote the part for Catherine Ross, who's Sam's real life wife. They've been happily married for 33 years and together for 39 years. And I wanted to see them play exes, which was interesting for them. And I think a lot of really, really kind of meaty and great stuff came out of their relationship. Nick and Sam are really close in real life. So that sort of casual nature of them sitting around on the couch and smoking pot, and, that wasn't hard to capture because these guys, they love each other. They really do. Nick and Sam have a real admiration. And then we had to bring in Laura and Kristen into the fold. But I think there's such wonderful actresses that, and we worked really hard. Laura and Sam and I worked really hard. We rehearsed a lot because that relationship is a tough one, and it's been abused a lot by the industry over time. And we wanted to show a different, as they call it, a May-December relationship, and I wanted to nail it, and I wanted to put it out there and show a different side of it. And it was, we've been talking about this a lot, and I think in many ways it was inspired in some way by my relationship with Sam. I'm a young guy, Sam is older, and we have this really close relationship, and I like two things that don't necessarily go together. That to me is really interesting. So we needed somebody really special for that. I think Laura was incredible. Definitely.
Hawthorne said that a good piece of art is packed with meaning, and this was really packed. I love how the artist really just appreciates the love and the other thing is, both of you can just to define hero, just make any comments about hero. I think we used a little bit too loosely today.
Yeah, it's overused for sure.
It is overused, but I really appreciate it. It's a lot. This was bursting with meaning. I want to thank you both.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, my last film was about grief and loss and how that you can't really get through life unscathed and how to deal with that. And many times when Mark and I write, I think we're trying to work things out. You know, as an artist, it's a way for me to put some of my fears or my concerns up on the screen. And definitely I'll see you in my dreams dealt with me dealing with the fear of grief and loss. And, you know, and this film is about facing one's end in many ways. It's about a lot of things, as you said, but one of them is about facing mortality, the inevitable end. None of us are going to get away, you know, are going to get off. So to me, I wanted to tell a film about what it means to look back. And we all, I think, make mistakes and have regrets, but I think we can look back and know that it's never too late and we can try. And that Edna St. Vincent Millay poem, for me, really captured my feelings about death, that it's going to happen, but you'll never replace the light in someone's eyes. Or, you know, there's beautiful roses where you now lay, but that's never going to be as good as when you were here and your laughter was here. And your comment about the hero, Sam hated, I don't know if he still does, but he doesn't love the title, The Hero, because he didn't, you know, because I think for the exact reason that the movie's called The Hero. Lee is obviously not a hero, but he's known, right? When people see him, it's like when they see Nick Offerman, they say, Ron Swanson. He's not Ron Swanson, he's Nick Offerman. So the same thing here, when people see Lee Hayden, they think, there's the hero. And it's like, he's nothing of the sort. And Sam would definitely say, and he has in many interviews that we've done, that the only people that he considers heroes are people in uniform, people who've really sacrificed something. And so it is about the overuse of that term. And it's meant to be sort of ironic and ridiculous in many ways.
I think we have one right there.
Hi, good evening. Thank you very much for an excellent movie. It was really enjoyable.
Thank you.
I've just dealt with a bereavement. My mother died 3 weeks ago. And I've frankly never dealt with anything so crushing. I clearly wasn't prepared. How did you deal with it as an actor? Effectively playing or rehearsing your own final days?
Sorry about your loss, your mom. I lost mine 5 years ago, and I'm still not over that. There was so much to deal with in this film. And I don't even really think it was about, I don't think the foremost thing in Lee's mind was that he had cancer and was going to die sooner than he wanted to. I think it was more about how he'd screwed up his life and how he was going to try to resolve some of the things he'd screwed up, clean up the mess, you know, that he'd made with his daughter and his wife. He certainly wasn't going to patch that one up as much, but that's really where I went, more than dealing with the death. You know, certainly, I think when you get when you're in the beginning, when he got I tell you, I'm so scrambled at this point. I've talked to some ad nauseum, I guess is the word, about this movie at this point.
We've been putting in the work.
I apologize for rambling on. When I find out in the beginning of the film that I have cancer, I think it really sends Lee kind of on this search about his mortality, or this journey about his mortality. Brett feels like it, and maybe on some levels it is, although I don't really think about my legacy, that Lee's concerned with his legacy, and not so much in regard to his work, but in regard to his family. I didn't do anything to prepare for this other than to learn the words. When the words are right, as they are here, and you have the ability to commit to them, so to speak, and tell the truth, that's really all I want to do as an actor, is just tell the truth. So, it's kind of a half-assed answer, sorry.
We'll take it.
Hi.
Hi.
So I'm a big fan of both of you. Since your last feature, hi. Okay. So since your last feature, I see you in my dreams. That was a beautiful movie, and I was looking forward to next venture. I just had a question. You're a relatively young filmmaker, but you tell stories from people, a point of view that have entered a later part of their life. Why do you do so? Do you think there's a dearth of like that area in filmmaking? And Sam, how did you help inform his perspective on that part of life being depicted?
Well, yeah, I have made 2 films with leads over the age of 70, and I'm proud to fill, I think, a necessary void of films that I think go soft on people of a certain age. I try to make films that are honest and from real people, and I try not to look at my characters of a certain age, but just as people who have had a certain amount of experience. I'm really interested in the experiences, right? I'm 33, Sam is 72, he's had a lot more experience than me in life, so as a character, there's a lot more to pull from. There's a lot more going on. And I always start with theme. Mark and I wanted to tell a story about grief and loss, and that's what I'll See You in My Dreams is about, and we thought the best vehicle for that would be a 70-year-old widow, played by Blythe Danner. So that's how we wanted to tell that story. We thought that would be better than some 30-year-old from Brooklyn like me, and that's not going to really do it. And then we wrote this specifically for Sam, who happens to be a man of a certain age, and so we just tried to roll with it. This story very well could have been a guy who was 40 and got a cancer diagnosis, didn't have time left, and was going back to try to fix some of the wrongs in his life. So I tried not to make it too much about age and try to just put a character in there who's had that experience. And this was really our love letter to Sam. And so, we happened to make 2 movies in a row with people of a certain age, but, it's just sort of by coincidence in many ways. But I am interested in those themes and those characters, and I think you can get a lot of great material out of that experience.
What was it you asked me about? Was it informing, Brett?
Well, I mean, do you think that he captured that experience? Thank you very much. Do you think that he captured that experience correctly of, entering that later state in your life? Is there anything that you would have changed or any modifications you made?
I think, I'm not sure if I'm going to credit Brett with all of it. I think maybe I credit Mr. Pash with most of it, if not all of it. I think Brett's just the guy that holds the pins.
Thanks, Sam. Don't tell everybody that. Then Mark sits over there, and that's why.
We all know that.
Writer's badge.
I'm joking. It was so on the page. It was just so on the page, and I really don't know where Brett gets it. As I said, we traveled a lot and we talked a lot. We got very close. And when you get close to people, you talk about your life, and you talk about where you've gone, what you've done, and where you want to go. And Brett, I think, was writing notes and went home and scoured his brain, and between he and his brain and Mr. Dash, they came up with this screenplay. I think it was that simple. I don't think he was taking notes literally.
Last question, over here. Sam, I'm wondering what, if anything, in Brett's work really speaks to you or has attracted you to working with him on both these last projects. If you could speak to that in any way.
Well, for starters, again, I've had parts written for me over the years, but I've never had a screenplay written specifically for me, and I just looked at it as just this incredible gift. I've been in the business for nearly 49 years, and to have a screenplay come around at this juncture, which features me so heavily, it was like, how could you not do this? And you're an actor, and this is this great gift that's come my way. I think this is really the highlight of my career. And I say that quite honestly, and I've done some work that I'm really proud of, and I've worked with people that I'm really honored and thankful to have worked with, but I've had no experience that's been more fulfilling than this one.
I will actually say that I don't think this will be the last gift, because for my money, this is the performance of the year, and I hope the Academy takes notice. Because Stan is not nominated for an Oscar. And then just to wrap up, we actually have something to give to you guys. We have some Lone Star barbecue sauce. I've heard rumors that it's a perfect partner for your chicken.
And I just want to say something about this barbecue sauce.
If you don't like it, blame Brett.
A really awesome chef made this sauce, and like I had a tasting of the barbecue sauces, and I picked this flavor. It's so good. So it's legit. So I would say open it up and eat it. That's what I'm saying. We didn't just throw some like Heinz barbecue up in there. That's the legit stuff right there.
But you do need to earn it, so I have to ask you questions. So, if someone can remember the name of Brett's last movie and raise their hand, they will get a barbecue sauce. We got a quick one there. He wins. He gets barbecue sauce. All right, harder question for the last one. In what film did Sam make his debut?
Lifeguard.
Gotta think older. There we go. The young lady in the front. Thank you, guys. Make sure you tell your friends. And if you didn't like this movie, it's called Moonlight.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks for coming out. Please do spread the word for us if you enjoyed the film.